zoning for Mexico Beach, 2021, it's hard to say. Mara, are you gonna call a roll for us and?
Okay. Mr. Hogan.
Here.
Ms. Lindsay. Mr. Kerrigan. Mr. Driver.
Here.
Mr. Masters.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Miss Miller.
Miss Miller. I'm sorry. Ms. Miller. Mr. Kraus. Here.
So we have a quorum. So we're set. Okay, we've got the minutes from October 5th and November 2nd. I was not at the second one, November 2nd, so I'd rather have Jack look at those minutes when he's here at the next meeting, unless there's a rush for it for some reason, Mario. Does anybody have any comments on the minutes? I guess there's other
No,
people who are here.
they were
so we
pretty
don't need to
straightforward,
wait.
yeah, they were pretty
Okay.
simple, they were basically just various replies that provided.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I move that we accept the minutes for October, November 2020.
Second.
Okay. Everybody in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, first one we have is minor replat for 107 38th Street, A and B, request to combine two lots. And I'm gonna open the public portion of the hearing. Do we have anybody that wants to speak on 107 38th A and B?
Well, it's my property, and, I mean, I don't know what to say about it, but I'm here to see what happens, and I'd like to join them together, and it would actually make the street a little bit less dense, so, build one home on it. And,
So there were two townhomes on it before?
there were two townhomes on it before, and what we're gonna do is, what we plan on doing, if it all just goes through, she owns, C and D, Cheryl, and so we're gonna end up putting a duplex instead of 4 units. We have two units instead of 4, so it'd make it less dense for the city.
Okay.
That's the plan that we would like to follow through with.
Any other comments from the public on this one? Okay, I'm gonna close the public portion and go to the board. Any comments from the board?
What did, you said you're gonna be able to single home?
Well, it'd be a duplex, but it'd be a single family dwelling as a duplex. She would use her two lots. She bought another lot too that was A, B, C, and D. I'm in A and B.
Okay.
Okay, which I used to live in A, or not live in it, but it was my home. I bought B. She used to live in D. Yeah, she used to live in D, and now she bought C. And we'd like to put those two lots together and then build a duplex instead of being part of the sixplex.
Just to clarify, there will be a duplex on A and B and a duplex on C and D, or
A duplex on all four lots. Once we get the two combined here.
That's why I wanted to clarify, is
Yeah.
it could be taken two ways.
Yeah, no, it's
So now, I'm confused anymore. This is, we've got A and B and C and D.
Correct.
There's gonna be a home on A and B.
Right now, we're only talking about A and B, so please
Yeah.
disregard the C and D's, it's part of what may be confusing.
Okay.
yes.
Right now on A and B, there used to be two townhomes.
Correct.
He's purchased the other unit, and he's gonna put one house on both of those, one
Yes.
house that will span the two lots.
A and B.
A and B.
Now, what are the
Yes.
setbacks in this lot on each side?
Zero lot line.
0.
Now, if he chooses to do 10 feet on one side or 10 feet on another, it'll allow him to put windows on those sides. If he chooses to not have, if he chooses to put it property line to property line, he can't put windows on those sides, but that's his handle.
Right.
eventually on the next round of purchase.
Okay.
And you're meeting the setback 20 feet from the street?
Yeah, it's basically gonna be, it's just, it's allowing me to build a little bit bigger space. Is instead of having a 15-foot wide home, I can now have a 24-foot. There's more space than 24 foot, but it's basically gonna allow me to build a bigger home.
Okay.
If that makes any sense, it's just,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that's, we've,
Which is why we're doing the duplex piece, because we can
we're gonna
utilize more of
share
the property by being.
a property line in the
Yeah.
center, but we'll have a lot here and here, and she'll have a lot here and here, basically. Maybe not in that, I don't know which way we're looking, but she's on the south side.
Do you have a party wall agreement that you're
Yes.
gonna use?
Well, we will have, yeah,
Okay, good, we love those.
yeah.
Gina, any downside from your standpoint?
No,
Okay. All right, anybody else on the board have any questions, comments, concerns?
It meets all the setbacks, I think, I'm good.
Okay, do we have a motion?
Yeah, I move we accept approve the variance to combine those two lots into one, like 107 and 38th Street, A and B.
It's actually a replat, not a variance.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Worse.
Okay, do we have a second?
No, second.
Okay, call roll when appropriate.
Mr. Hogan,
Yes,
Mr. Masters,
Yes.
Miss Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Kraus,
Yes.
Chairman.
Yes. Okay, I failed to mention at the start of it, which I usually just remind you, we're an advisory board made up of volunteers, citizens of Mexico Beach. So anything like this, that comes through our hands, then goes on to the council. So, we strongly recommend that you go to the council meeting, if you have something on the agenda here.
That's tomorrow night, correct?
No,
Tomorrow.
Or tomorrow.
A week.
A week.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it's on the.
Our letter says, the letter we got from, who we got from?
From the city.
Because mine just came today, but, and it's in blue,
tomorrow.
so. The sign says the 12th, but the letter says tomorrow.
It should be the 12th. Our meetings are the second and fourth Tuesday, and the planning board meeting is the first Monday.
Mhm. Yep.
And tomorrow's not the second Tuesday,
No,
it's
it's
the
not.
first Tuesday.
First
So it'll be on the 12th.
Yes.
The certified letter that we got said it'll be tomorrow, so.
Uh,
I was hoping it was tomorrow, but,
I'm sorry about
oh,
that.
that's okay. The sign said 12.
Okay. All right, next one is 107 38th Street, C and D. Gonna open the public hearing portion. Any additional comments? Same program?
What he said.
Okay. Anybody else, public have any comments? Okay, I'm gonna close the public portion of the meeting. Open up the, board portion. Anybody have any comments on the board, questions?
This is just like a mirror image of what we just talked about.
Exactly.
Same roof.
Except she's, the next two lots.
Yeah. Okay. Zero lot line on your side too?
Correct.
Okay,
Make a motion that we approve, the agenda item, C and D.
okay, minor replat. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. Call the roll when you're,
Mr. Hogan,
yes,
Mr. Masters,
Yes.
Miss Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Kraus,
Yes.
Chairman.
yes. Thanks for coming, you're welcome to stay, but you can leave if you want. Okay,
Chairman, if I might, the individual that has item number 5 is currently in the hospital, and he has a representative that would like to speak on his behalf, and if it's okay, I will call him into the.
okay,
And this is the 118 Canal.
Yeah, correct.
Are you the representative?
I'm his wife. He's,
Okay. Sorry,
he's going on a ventilator tonight at the hospital.
sorry to hear that.
He's not gonna make it,
Well,
so.
Do you want to, go ahead and work through this or postpone it?
Yes, please.
Work through it?
I mean, maybe weird.
Hey, Chris, we're introducing the
Okay.
meeting, just hold one moment.
Chris is on the phone. Oh, nice. This is my house. I think everybody knows it was on MSN and, you know.
That's what it is. Yeah, pile of house. That's pretty good.
And we'd like to build a deck out front. That was the original plan by Delta. And, we were told by, Jay Warren and, Ben Carnes about setbacks, but they just kind of dropped the ball. We would not obstruct anybody's view because we have a lift station next door. And we go right out to the canal. My husband's 81, I'm 75. It's not exactly gonna be a party deck. He's usually in bed by 8. So, we don't have a dining room. So we'd like to put a dining room table out there and eat when the weather's really nice, watch the boats go in and out, and do old-timey things, if that's possible. But I understand that variances are very difficult to obtain, if at all, according to those contractors in my past. We've owned the property since 2008, and we are residents, full-time residents, and we love this place, love it. We have a boat that we are going to park in the front, and life is good at our age, it's wonderful. So we're, I know you're all businessmen, and you do what we do, so I'm just here to ask if we have a shot at building a deck.
Okay. Thank you for the summary. Any other comments from the public?
Is there anything that you would like to add since we called you in?
Yeah, Mario, I just want to understand, how far is it going to encroach on the easement?
It's not an easement, it's,
Drawings.
you have to be 20 feet away from the front property line. If this is built in this manner, it puts the house within 14 feet and 9 inches of the property line.
Okay. And is there, and that's what they're trying to do now, is to get a variance to do that.
That is correct. They're asking for a variance for, I believe, 5 feet 1 inch.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We had one hand in the back.
Yes, I'm her sister, and I have a home a couple of blocks away. The drawing that you are seeing is the original design of the house when they chose not to put a balcony all the way around. And what she and her husband are asking for is not that whole balcony that you're looking at. She's looking for just a portion of
Anybody else?
It's to the road. That's right.
Gina, any comments from the building department?
Nothing more than what's in the packet already. It's an encroachment. It kinda is, that's what they're asking for, so.
Right, okay.
This picture right here, Gina,
Mhm.
shows piles under the,
I believe what they're asking for is a cantilever deck, so
That's what I was wondering.
there wouldn't be pilings there. It would be-
8-foot cantilever.
okay, that's why I was confused, because
Yeah.
it read cantilever,
Yeah,
this
that's right.
shows piles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, but the request is for cantilever, not for piles. But the document provided is for piles.
okay.
Sir, if you'll mute your phone when you're not talking, we're catching her echo.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, any other public comments before we close the public portion? Okay, move to the board. Dave, did you get your question answered? Dave, you got your question answered? You got your question answered?
I did.
Okay, good. Anybody else have any comments on the board?
I got a question. Is the setback, is that the right way that we're
Yes.
talking about?
Yes,
The front setback.
Right, so, the only issue is the comp plan says, you can't put anything in the right of way.
correct.
That's the big issue for me
Mhm.
anyway, and I feel,
Yeah,
that's
for the front property line, you have to be, the setback is 20 feet.
right, and, in looking at the plan, they reference, you can't encroach, on the right of way unless you get some kind of variance, right?
Right, that's why they're here.
Yeah. That's, or just,
I can say, in my almost 5 years on the board, I'm not aware of any front variances that we've approved, for this, for anything. We both pretty strong, real strong, I think, on both all of the setbacks. So, I wouldn't be in favor of it. I completely understand why you'd wanna do it. It's a gorgeous view from there. It's a great setup, but, there's just no, in my mind, there's just no special circumstance of why you should be able to do it. And we've turned down many other people who wanted 1 foot, 6 inches, stuff like that. So that's
Understand.
my opinion, not the board's opinion. We'll vote on the board.
I have a question for them. Would an alternative be to go a little bit further off on this corner where you're not encroaching on? You've got an 8-foot, is that correct? You have an 8-foot deck on this, lift
Oh,
station
yes.
side?
Oh, yes.
Do something here where it doesn't encroach in the right of way? And you still have the view?
That's the driveway,
Oh, okay, so
and we park underneath the house.
you
And-
could
And to the right of that is the,
lift station.
lift station.
Yeah.
Might be a little piece of that. Yeah, setback,
Just on this side.
just on that side.
I think,
It's this.
I'm,
Point right here.
I'm speculating, but I'm thinking that the reason it wasn't done initially is because it wasn't allowed initially. The plans all have to go through the building department to be approved, and although the design showed it, that was probably something that was eliminated as part of being able to put the house up, in the first place. So even though the plans showed, I mean, I can draw something that shows me 1 foot from the property line, but if the building department doesn't let it go,
Yeah.
or approve it, then that's why, my guess is that's why it got caught early on in the process.
Yeah.
But there again, I certainly appreciate why you'd wanna do it, it's a gorgeous house, it's a gorgeous view, and understand that.
The lift station side is where the sun goes down, and it's blinding, it's absolutely blinding, so we just about can't use that, except
it's gonna encroach right in the middle of the deck, and I understand this isn't, I'm just trying to think of a workaround.
Thank you, Sharon. Yes.
Something that could be
It cannot be
beat the
just
mission.
lean back, so there will be nothing else.
So they have, if you
Well,
have
that's
some
what
concern, is this just a drawing that somebody measured out, or is that what
Yeah, it's on Delta.
Okay, that's for the, builders.
There should be a survey in there. And you're
There's
right.
there's a survey, this is a survey.
But
Yeah, okay, so.
if you draw it out, you'd say it's, and I'm always concerned about somebody over here or over here getting reviews.
Well, you know,
I don't think in this case.
Okay, let's do one at a time. We've got a lot of other conversations going on.
I was thinking if it's not a roof, would it?
Guys, let's just wait. We've got a lot of
yeah, I'm
recognizing.
unfortunately, it's very unfortunate, but, I'll have to stay true to my voting in the past, no variance, and I will do so again today. You know, you let one go, and then you have to say, well, what about this? And this and this, at some point in time, you have to say, no. So I have to agree with Bill, that in the past, we have not approved them. And there's really no reason, hardship or anything of that nature to approve them now.
You know, one good example of things we turned down in the past, which I adamantly disagreed with, was the gentleman that wanted to build the elevator because he was disabled to get into his house. And it would encroach,
6 inches. I think.
it was some small amount after the setback. It was not-
We had the stairs we've done 2 or 3 times that were 6 inches to a foot that were in the setback that we also turned down. So it's precedence, not, you know, variance is a change, but just to kind of let you know the history of what's happened in the past.
Thank you.
Okay, any other comments from the board? Okay, do we have a motion?
I move that we deny the, request to variance for the setback.
118
118
Canal,
Canal Parkway.
okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay.
Mr. Hogan?
Yes.
Mr. Masters?
Yes.
Ms. Miller?
Yes.
Yes. Oops, sorry.
Mr. Chairman?
Excuse me.
Cross? Yes. Chairman?
Yes. We're advisory. Council could do something completely different. So appreciate you coming and, try to hear about your husband. Okay. Okay, onward. Change in use,
Thank you, sir.
101 40th Street Restaurant to Souvenir Shop. Do we have anybody here representing this request?
Good evening, thank you.
Okay. Jeannie, you want to give us a overview or just a quick summary since no one's here?
Yeah,
It's
this
just a
one-
use change, correct?
it's just a use change, it's tourist commercial zoning, so the restaurant and the souvenir shop are both fit in the allowable uses, so it's just a change.
And the reason we're seeing this is because it's a development order
The
or a
council,
change of use, or why are we even seeing it? I
the
guess?
council requested that all change of uses come before them. So
Okay.
we brought it before you guys before it goes before them.
Okay,
And that used to be the old pizza place, wasn't it?
Yes.
yeah. Okay. I'll close the public portion unless anybody has any comments. Okay, any comments from the board?
I don't see a problem with it.
I can always use another t-shirt.
All right. Do we have a motion? Call roll when ready.
Mr. Hogan,
Yes.
Ms. Masters, Ms. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Cross,
Yes.
Chair.
Yes. Okay, next one is 2802 Highway 98, Unit C, retail to ice cream shop. Anybody here to speak on this 2802? Okay. Gina?
This
Summary?
one's pretty much the same, it's tourist commercial as well. They're really just adding ice cream to it, they're also gonna do some retail, some souvenir type stuff, so
It's commercial, so
commercial, fits in the,
change.
yeah.
Okay. All right, any more public comments? Okay, I'm gonna close the public portion of the meeting, move it up to the board. Any board comments?
All I think.
What is splendiferous mean?
Terry, are you
I'm
serious?
sure it's a brand of ice cream.
I think that's like a
I
Xerox
read
machine.
that and I said, what in the world is that? This location is splendiferous.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I just think they do it year round. I move that we approve the change of use at 2802 Highway 98, from a, whatever it is,
Retail or?
retail to a ice cream shop.
I second.
Mr. Hogan,
Yes.
Ms. Masters,
Yes.
Ms. Miller,
Yes.
Mr. Cross,
Yes.
Chair.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Just open it up. Does anybody, public, have anything would like to discuss? Okay. Anybody on the board, anything we need to talk about? Okay. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I move that we adjourn the meeting.
Okay. All in favor, say yea.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. That's one of the shorter meetings we've had.